Howdy there, guys. Welcome back to Edgar TV. I said in the vlog I was going to do this. I said on X I was going to do this as well. I'm going to review the incident that happened at Lake Balaton when I took part in 2 WDF ranked events over in Hungary. I was in the semi-finals in a match against Daniel when an incident happened which didn't have audio, so people was querying and asking me what was happening. So I'm going to show you and talk you through it. Before we get into this, it was a semi-final match. Daniel is a player I've met on many occasions. We've always had good conversations, and he's a very hungry, determined guy. Now, when you take a look at Daniel, you'll notice one thing straight away. When you talk about the traditional dart player build, Daniel is not that. He is an absolute monster of a man. Probably the most muscle mass man I've ever met that's thrown a dart. And he wants to be a professional. He wants to go to the very top of the game. And the thing is with that, when you look at sort of the dedication he must live his lifestyle with to get the physique that he has, when he applies his mindset to something like darts, you are pretty confident that he's going to get very close to achieving that goal, if not doing so. He went on to win the event, which is his first WDF ranked event, so a big step forward there for him getting in the World Masters. But we'll get back to that in a moment. Let's get to the incident, and I'll talk you through it as we go. So I've just had a bounce out, or a dart hit the back of my stem. So I'm going to the back here, to which I can go and repair my equipment. Daniel is having his throw. He's on 176, I'm on 224. You see here, Daniel has his throw, goes up, collects the darts. I'm still fixing my equipment at this point. So I come to the board. Now, you see here, I hit myself a nice little 100. Daniel comes to the board, looks at the bottom where the TV screen is, and he's confused. This is the first I've looked here. I'm seeing what's going on. Have a little glance up, see what's going on. Daniel is now debating with the marker. Daniel says he hit a 140 in the shot before, so he should be on 36. Instead, he's on 76. At this point, Daniel's saying, can we check the cameras? Check the cameras. It was, and then he directs to me. He says, I hit a 140. I says, look, I've got no reason to disbelieve you. If you say it's a 140, it's a 140. That was my stance on it. The marker asks me, he goes, Matt, I says, I'm fine. I didn't see because obviously I was changing my equipment at the time. And the marker goes, no, Matt. He goes, it was 100. It was 100. So Daniel goes, look, I'll throw for the 76, but I don't feel this is fair, which, you know, fair enough to him. He could have stopped the game there and asked for the cameras to be checked, for which I believe that is the conversation going on in the back there between people that are there supporting Daniel. And he comes up and throws at the 76. Now, I would say at this point it was a little bit awkward for me, throwing for the 124, because I'm thinking if I hit this could kick off. You could tell he's stewing. You can tell he's brewing. He's not happy. Very respectful while I'm going for my shot. You can see the frustration bubbling over. But again, it was a very awkward situation throwing at that, because you could hear him and the displeasure when he said it wasn't fair. And you know, if it was a 140, absolutely rightly so, it wouldn't be fair. But like I said, I have no debate in regards to if it was in or not, because I didn't see. I just believe what you're told as such. He won the leg in the end, took out the double two, and he's saying to me here, look, we'll check the cameras afterwards. And he goes, I'll tell you it was a 140. And then he's like, it's not fair, it's not fair. Even if he won the game, he was saying it wasn't fair, because he likes the sort of competitive, the battle of it, so to speak. We did get on with the final leg, of which Daniel went on to win 4 legs to 2. It was a decent game total. All in all, it was a very good game. I kicked off with a 14 darter, he had a 13, I had a 15. So it was a good game of darts all in all. But the incident maybe just tarnished it a little bit. Maybe for Daniel, which is a shame, because it was his first sort of WDF title. Now, reviewing the shot itself, it's a tough one. It's a tough one, because I've had people zoom it right in and say, look, it's clearly 100. When you watch it in real time, you can see the argument for the 140. So it's always a tricky one, especially with one camera angle. I've covered camera angles on many, many occasions, and of which, when you look at the different sort of, like, look at the angle of the dart. My dart does not enter at the angle of which you see on the camera and of which you see on that shot. So with that, we've just got to have a little bit of we never will fully know, I don't think, in regards to, was it a ton, was it 140? I'm always under the impression, if the player tells me it's in, I'm gonna go with it. But like I said, the marker refused to change the score. He said it was 100. The camera, I think, is inconclusive in regards to what that incident was. Fair play to Daniel, who recovered really well from that situation. If he believed that was a 140 and he was given a ton, he recovered really well from the situation to go on and win that leg. For me, like I said in the clip when I was watching that, did feel a little bit awkward. Felt almost as if I didn't want to take out the 124 because it was just like, if I did, and it was a 140, was that situation fair? So, yeah, that's what happened. That was the incident. I did miss a 131 finish in the last leg, missed the double 16 after hitting the 2 trebles. Daniel went on to win the title. So, that's what happened. You now know. And that is the words that were said, pretty much. No, not word for word, but that's pretty much the conversations that was had. Daniel thought it wasn't fair, which, if it was in, it wasn't. And the debate was around the 140 and the 100, not a debate between myself and Daniel. It was between Daniel and the score. Hope that clears it up for you guys, and I will catch you all soon for some more Edgar TV.